Good morning, the judges, ladies and gentlemen. First, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Natnicha. My nickname is Mook. I'm 14 years old. I'm in the W.I.S.E.house school. Ladies and gentlemen, do you also think like me that the currently big flood in Thailand is something we never seen before? Some analogous phenomena to another disaster happened in these few years, or even like to the famous Bollywood film like 2012. So, the topic I will talk today is one of the global interesting natural disaster circumstance. Normally, disaster circumstances occur by natural mechanism. Earthquake, volcano, or flood are situations over a population on the earth which occur periodically. However, during the last few decades, human population growth rate is dramatically increasing. Recently, we have got 7,000 million friends all over the world. Unfortunately, the more people mean more resource needed and avoided harm to environment. This is one factor that triggers the greater and more frequent disaster. As we know that our beloved Earth always changes to its variable due to severe damaged environment. The changing of perturbation also occurs extremely. For example, case we may think about is that human activities every day emit a lot of carbon dioxide to atmosphere. In the same time, we also ruin more forests, both for timber and land. That means less carbon dioxide consumer remain. Then, carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere increase, lead to global warming. Global warming is said to be the major factor of climate change or fluctuation. A simple example we may see is that more seawater evaporates with higher temperature, lead to higher moisture and more rain. Higher temperature also affect to generate circulation of warmer stream and cooler stream in the ocean, result in abnormal strong stream all over the world. All are factors in frequent natural disasters we face these days. Major natural disaster circumstances that threaten our sacred life are 1. Tsunami. The phenomena of tsunami start from undersea earthquake that result in huge wave that swallow everything on its way. Greatest damage is not only from the tsunami itself, but also from human-built facility, such as the last tsunami that hit and destroyed nuclear power plant in Japan, bring more severe damage to Fukushima city. 2. Earthquake. As we may be taught in the geography course that the Earth consists of 6 major plates and 15 minor plates, which are not fixed. The plates move generate huge energy and vibration that can easily destroy any large building. In many areas that are familiar with this kind of disaster, government have prepared all infrastructure and their people to be able to handle the situation. However, in the less prepared region, this can create a huge damage with high number of deaths, as we may be learning from Haiti earthquake. 3. Heat wave. Global warming also leads to another circumstance that the temperature increasing dramatically, like facing to heat wave. Thermal shock in this atmosphere may cause high number of deaths. 4. Flood. Certainly, we are now familiar with this situation, and as we will be learned from many newly created websites about flood, that climate change is the major factor of heavy flood. One example that gives simple idea about flood is the Natnicha video you can find from Facebook of Brussels flood. We may also learn that the frightening people make the situation worse. 5. Windstorm. This circumstance also comes from climate change as talked previously. Windstorm coupled with flood can create extreme damage, as we used to learn from Katrina in the United States of America. 6. Landslide or snowslide. Global warming causes heavy rain in some areas and causes snow rapid melting in some areas. This leads to landslide from watery mud or snowslide from loosely packed snow. The large amount of mud or snow stream can damage all buildings on their ways. 7. Wi-Fi. El Niño effect in the past few years caused dry atmosphere, and in one case, that resulted in Great Wi-Fi. Hazard of Great Wi-Fi is not only the fire, but also thick smoke that can cover miles away from the fire areas, such as Wi-Fi in Australia can cause hazard dust smoke atmosphere in Malaysia and south of Thailand. 8. Volcano. Underground lava with high pressure erupt to ground periodically. Damage caused by volcano occur by lava flood and thick smoke. Currently, we are facing with many kinds of disaster we never believed that it would happen. Tsunami and great wildfire, tsunami and great flood are extreme examples. So it's time for us to learn how to live happily life with this high possibility to occur disaster. It's time to learn about good preparation to handle with any unexpected situation. Good preparation consists of 5 steps. 1. Preparedness. It is to prepare all infrastructure, buildings, and people to be able to handle the possible disaster. 2. Response. In the other word, it is emergency plan, drill and action on real situation. 3. Recover. After the situation, there are ways need to recover the affected area and people as quick as possible via good management. 4. Assessment. At the end of every emergency, drill or action or real situation, assessment should be performed to find out any weak point for improvement. 5. Prevention or loss reduction. One thing should be concerned on any situation is how to minimize loss and how to prevent damage on next situation. 6. Mitigation. The last concern is how to minimize the affected area to reduce loss. In recent years, we have learned that natural disaster circumstance is close to us. Many unexpected circumstances had happened, so we should be prepared to be able to cope with any disaster may occur in the future. And magic in our mind that will help us survive is alert but not panic. Thank you for your listening and thank you for your paying attention. Thank you.